Let me put it over here so here you can see me better. And then over here. Okay, so we could put this. Let me move this out of the way. I'm on to okay, Facebook, I'm a Rasta for Life. You know what's up. And I'm on YouTube too, because I can't do two things at once. Oh my God, you're so fast and nosy. Morning, Facebook on I'm a Rasta for Life. I'm here. I'm on YouTube doing Rasta Sunday School. That's what we do on YouTube, right? We do our Rasta Sunday School Facebook on I'm a Rasta for Life. So don't forget, we're on YouTube also. So I have to share this over here with you guys because I don't want you guys to be left out whenever you join. You know, I'm trying to build momentum with you guys back on Facebook because you know how it go. I've been missing in action, but I'm trying. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. This is I'm a Rasta for Life, the Rasta Sunday School. Not everybody wants to engage in our Rasta Sunday School, but it's okay because it's a program, it's a segment, and we will continue on. Anything else that you want to hear, this is not the place. It's not. This is Rasta Sunday School, so you know, nothing changes. Nothing. And of course, your messages will get deleted because we're not here trying to impress anyone. Okay? Good. This is continued programming. Anyone comes out of their face, they will get blocked. Or they, you know, they'll be put on a timeout. Good? Good. Good morning, COO. How you doing, Silu Panda? My glasses are not working too well. Let me come closer. Silu Perida. Welcome to I'm a Rasta for Life, the National Board of Comments. This is your host, the Rasta. Don't forget, this is Rasta Sunday School. We do things different over here. Meanwhile, we will be reading about Ruth. Anybody know anything about Ruth? Does anyone here know anything about Ruth? Hey, Facebook, I'm just doing this over here so you know whenever you guys join, I'm here. Does anyone know the story of Ruth? You wonderful people who just love your Bible so much. Come on, somebody must know something about Ruth. Has anybody heard of Ruth? Magnus, I'm in New York City, right? And it's hot. Now, if I was in Africa, right? If I was living in Africa, I could either be fully naked, I could either be 3/4 naked, or I could just be like this in Africa, because it's hot in Africa. I don't think all the women in Africa are covered up. If you go to the tribes and the tribal regions, you don't see them covered up. They're naked. What are you talking about? Okay, I'm African first. You guys are very rude. Very, very rude. And because of your rudeness, okay? All right. So although it's good for the algorithms, hey, so if you're worried about skin, and if you're worried about righteousness, right? What does righteousness have to do with skin? Y'all like to point fingers at people. All you guys do is point fingers. It is amazing how you guys just like to take your finger. How righteous are you? How righteous are you? Because you're talking about being righteous. So how righteous are you? Behind the screen. Let me see your righteousness. This is I'm a Rasta For Life Sunday School. If you don't like it, log off. There's a heat wave in New York City. I'm in a plan for burn up for none of uno. I got my AC running and everything, and it's still hot. So I must come on social media dressed up as a nun to make you guys happy, to be covered up, to be covered up, be covered up. Oh, cover yourself. Oh, cover yourself. You're naked. Oh, cover yourself. Oh, the skin. Oh, the skin. The skin. The skin. Really, dude? Really? So I must cover up myself. I have on a dress, but I must cover up? Hmm? Make it make sense. The brighter altar about cover up. Right. Well, I never. Me have on my nice pretty satin dress and you talk about cover up. Go sit down and cover up yourself. Too much cleavage? You want to see cleavage? I don't see no cleavage. You see cleavage? Eh? You see cleavage? Keep it godly. What do you mean keep it godly? Listen here, dude. Don't come over here. Please, please don't. Please don't. Please, please, please. Because now you're talking out of, all arenas. Stop, stop, stop. Keep it godly. Today's Sunday, dude. You missed it. We deal with the Sabbath here. Okay? So you want to keep it godly, deal with the Sabbath. Do not deal with Sunday. This is where you're wrong again. Hi, Sean. So when you coming over here, don't come over here with your little yin yang ding dong business. Did you practice the Sabbath? I got a rose garden. Did you practice the Sabbath while you talking about Sunday? Don't come over here and talk about godly and this, that, and that, this, and this, that on a Sunday. Me not feel that no. Y'all don't have to come over here. Y'all don't have to say nothing. Okay, this is me doing me. I didn't say I was going to kick you out. If I had kicked you out, you wouldn't have been able to make this comment. I'm just letting you know that you self-righteous people must not point fingers. Because the Father uses all kinds of people to get the word out there. He doesn't care. As long as the word gets out there, that's all he care about. He don't care who doing it as long as they doing it. So you don't have to listen. You don't have to hear nothing from me on Rasta Sunday School. You don't. You can log off and just go about your business because you don't like what you see. You see nakedness, cleavage, and you see all of these things. I'm completely naked, right? From the chest up. I'm naked. Make it make sense. No, dog. Listen, I'm being rude to everybody. No, I'm being rude to you. Don't include everybody in this. Is you me I deal with. You. I'm dealing with you. So don't be trying to act like, oh, I'm being rude to everybody in the chat. No, I'm not. You coming over here to be rude. So I'm going to be rude also to you. How you like those apples? So get lost if you feel like. But don't come take me on either. I'm cooking my oxtail. And I'm cooking my peas. Right now they're simmering. Nice oxtail, just in some mushroom soy sauce, in a bed of green peppers, red peppers, onions, scotch bonnet, scallion, plum tomato, and it's just simmering in this wonderful broth of wonderfulness. And the peas are just brewing away, you know, in their liquids. I haven't added the coconut yet. Being you know me so much, right, Mr. Sean, or what's your name? Draw. Being you know me so much, you should be quiet because you know me. Right? You know me, right? Which means if you know me, you should just be quiet because you know the kind of person I am, correct? When was the last time you saw me on live, Mr. Sean? When was the last time you saw me on live and what was I doing? Ronald. I like you guys when you come on, you little robots, iBots, whatever, you little trollers, whatever you guys are. I'm very entertained by it. Hi, I'm a Rasta For Life on Facebook. I'm over here with the YouTubers, and as you can see, the YouTubers are very like, you know, rude, and they like to bully you. I don't get this kind of behavior on Facebook, but I'm on YouTube just to show you guys what I go through when I come live on YouTube. An old white hair lady. I think you like me, Sean. You like when I yell, right? Sean, it just turns you on when you hear me screaming and yelling and carrying on. When have you heard me do that, Sean? When was the last time you heard me doing that, Sean? When was the last time, darling? You upset that I'm not doing it now, darling? Huh? How you doing, Ronald? I'm addressing Sean because he's enthralled with my nakedness and he's enthralled with my ungodlike behavior, and he's just enthralled in everything that I'm doing. He's just amazed. He's just amazed by me. He just, oh. Hi, Simpson, darling. I'm being terrorized by Sean. He's calling me names. He's saying I'm naked. I'm showing cleavage. I'm ungodlike. You know, he's doing all these things. What do you mean, what about in hell? No, baby, no, Simpson. Where, you'll know when to. You will know when to, darling. What do you mean, Mr. Sean? What do you mean, what about in hell? What are you talking about? I'm completely lost now. Let me inhale. I don't know anything about hell. I know nothing about hell. You might know something about hell, which means you need to share it with us, because I know nothing about HELL. Enlighten us. Hi, darling Christine Paris. How are you, darling? Darling. I'm over here on YouTube. I'm being terrorized by this individual. So I'm just engaging him, Chris, darling, because, you know, he looks like he needs a hug. Oh, you're not a young person. You old like me? Are you white and old like me? You sure? Oh, you don't know? Well, my hair is white, which means I'm ancient of days. So, you know, I'm old. I'm ancient. YouTubers, they done lost their mind, Christine. Oh, you're a YouTuber. Oh, well, I got a little crowd over here, just a little minor, just a little small, little, I'm, you know, people don't see me on YouTube. I'm just this little pea in a pod. You know, I'm just doing my little content. I do Rasta Sunday School. I try to be continuous with it. And that's basically it. And I have my little segments that I do. You know, the big woman things and the mixy and messy segments. And Rasta Sunday School. I don't think I'm hurting anyone, am I? Oh, a YouTuber. I won't tell you again. Ooh, ooh. I guess he told me. This is how they act on YouTube. They're very strange. Yo, Facebook, seriously. The YouTubers are like weird. They come and they try to bully you and threaten you and call you names. Oh, it's just crazy. I don't know how I survived. Somebody's telling me that I'm old. This is what they do on YouTube. They tell you that you're old, you're ugly, you're this. You know, they call you names on YouTube, right? The people who watch you, they call you names. And this is what you're getting to see here. This one says, what's his name? Thurley's Naturals, LLC. You're old. Go sit down. Christine, these people are crazy on YouTube. Do not come on YouTube. They've done lost their mind. Right? This is the only thing they can come with it. You know, with me being natural the way that I am, is that I'm old. This is all they can come with, is that I'm old. I'm the only old person in this whole world. There's nobody old but the Rasta. On YouTube, I am the only old person on YouTube. Everybody else is young. I must make them feel uncomfortable. My hair is white. It's because I'm ancient. What's up? Am I hiding my hair? It went down the wrong way. Am I hiding my hair? Every time I come on live, you see white hair. Every time. I don't have to wear a wig. I don't have to wear a lace front. I don't have to dye my hair. I don't have to put on no, fake braids. Everything about my hair is natural, the way the Creator has me. So you have a problem with me having white hair. It happens as you get older. So you can't say nothing to me to get me off. This is what I'm showing you right now. Because I'll go told to you until I gotta get ready to go. Because this is my platform. And you're here trolling on my platform, trying to do your very best. Oh, you want me to help you, darling? What do you want me to help you with, Sean? You understand? Me just put it up in a little ponytail, honey. You know, when you have the good woolly ear like the father, good woolly ear, because him say you're supposed to have woolly ear, white, nice woolly ear like I am. So that I mad the people then because me look like my daddy, and it I get them upset. It's not my fault. I keep telling you guys this. I'm in the image of my father, and you guys are upset. And when you read Revelations, it clearly tells you he's got white woolly hair. So when you got white woolly hair, you know what's up. So don't hate because I'm one of his. That's why I proudly wear it. Because it symbolizes the Father, the Creator. Good? Plain and simple. And this is him right here. So me not look pan no uno. Why? Because he recognizes me. What's awkward? Oh, it's just Sean. He's just being funny. He recognizes me because he can identify with me. He can identify who I am from head to toe. He not have asked me to remove the wig and the lace front and the braids and to remove all of these things so he can recognize is who me is. But this is what you guys like. You like the fakeness of things. And even as you get older, you like the fakeness of things. And the only thing you guys can come with is oldness. It's amazing. But you know what? We all got to go one day, old and young. If you want me to be 100, I'll be 100 years old because it makes you, Sean, feel good. So I'll be 200 as long as it makes you, Sean, feel good about yourself. Okay, sweetheart? Any age you want me to be, I'll be. Because it makes you feel great. Thank you, Sean. Exit the building like Elvis. Now, this is who you would call a troublemaker. Someone who, who really doesn't like me. Here he comes again. You see that? You see, as it comes out of my mouth, here she comes, because they didn't get no satisfaction. I didn't ask you to subscribe. And even when you do unsubscribe, I get like 20 to 30 more subscriptions. Look, he just won't go away. She won't go away. She refuses to leave. This is about Sean now. So, I thought you unsubscribed. This is why I said, let me begin early, because I know I'm going to have the riffraff people come over here and try to do their little thing. So once I get rid of the riffraff, people, individuals, the iBots and the robots and the AIs and all these people and the trolls and so forth, then I can continue on. So this is why I came on early. How you doing, Facebook? I'm just glad that you get to see what I go through on YouTube, right? This is what happens on I'm a Rasta for Life on YouTube. They see a white-haired lady, they get nervous, they get anxious, because they get to see reality. They get to see that one day they will be this woman, or perhaps they won't be this woman, because they'll be 6 foot under and their hair is not white. This camera here is very good. I look absolutely beautiful. So, because I'm ancient of days and I have my youthfulness and my youngness, it's just driving me. The envy and the hate is real, even towards and the older ones. Yeah, even towards the elderly. We continue to get abused on, YouTube. The internet. We're not going nowhere. Nobody gonna run me off, I'm sure. Yeah, the internet is, the internet, trying to reconnect. Has nothing to do with anybody reporting nothing. I paid my bill. Okay, Sean, you need to get lost now, because you're really big. He just won't go away, this dude. He says, we do not care. We, and it's only one person on YouTube, him. Make it make sense. Once I got the interruption, he's the only one here, and he's saying, we. Who's the we? It's just you, dude. Oh. It's just you about we do not care. Who is the we? Name the we's, please. I want you to name the we's of who don't care. Because you're speaking on behalf of everyone. Now, being this is your platform, Sean, name who is the we's. Good morning, Jeanette. I'm having a little conference here with Sean. Who is the we's, Sean? I'm jealous. You're jealous because nobody now look upon you when you go live, it look like. And if I get 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 people or whatever it is, you upset over this little platform that I have. And I got this little platform and I'm creating my own content and you don't like it. I just don't comprehend. So if you don't like it, why are you hovering over here? Why are you hovering? How you doing, Pauline? What's up? Hi, Pauline, my UK people. Why are you hovering over here, Sean? Why? You don't like me. I'm old. I'm ugly. I'm white-haired. I'm this, I'm that. I'm this, do. You're going to unsubscribe. You're going to this, that, and do. And you will not get lost. It is amazing. How you doing, Pauline, darling? So I'm trying, to read Ruth because it's a love story. Yeah. It's a love story. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Pauline. And it's about a woman, and she has 2 daughter-in-laws, right? Because all of their husbands died. And now she's moving to Israel. Right? And one of the daughters wants to go with her, which is Ruth. And who they went to seek help from is how we came about with King David and Christ the Messiah. And this book about Ruth, it, teaches us about love and devotion. A lot of people, might not have read Ruth. I don't know. But it's about Naomi and Ruth. And Ruth is one of her daughter-in-laws. It's a beautiful story about love and what a woman will do to get a man, and his interest and all of that. And then when you have the help of another older woman who can guide you along and, teach you the ways, of how to do this. Oh, back in the day, they were scandalous. In the days when the judges ruled, there was a famine in the land, and a man from Bethlehem in Judah, together with his wife and 2 sons, went to live for a while in the country of Moab. The man's name was Elimelech, his wife's name Naomi, and the names of his 2 sons were Mahlon and Chilion. They were Ephrathites from Bethlehem, Judah. And they went to Moab and lived there. Now, Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died, and she was left with her 2 sons. They married Moabite women, one named Orpah and the other Ruth. After they had lived there about 10 years, both Mahlon and Chilion also died. And Naomi was left without her 2 sons and her husband. When she heard in Moab that the Lord had come to the aid of his people by providing food for them, Naomi and her daughters-in-law prepared to return home from there. With her 2 daughters-in-law, she left the place where she had been living and set out on the road that would take them back to the land of Judah. Then Naomi said to her 2 daughters-in-law, "Go back, each of you, to your mother's home. May the Lord show kindness to you as you have shown to your dead and to me. May the Lord grant that each of you will find rest in the home of another husband." Then she kissed them, and they wept aloud and said to her, "We will go back with you to your people." But Naomi said, "Return home, my daughters. Why would you come with me? Am I going to have any more sons? Who could become your husbands? Return home, my daughters. I am too old to have another husband, even if I thought there was still hope for me. Even if I had a husband tonight and then gave birth to sons, would you wait until they grew up? Would you remain unmarried for them? No, my daughters, it is more bitter for me than for you, because the Lord's hand has gone out against me." At this they wept again. Then Orpah kissed her mother-in-law goodbye, but Ruth clung to her. "Look," said Naomi, "your sister-in-law is going back to her people and her gods. Go back with her." But Ruth replied, "Don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord deal with me, be it so severely. If anything but death separates you and me." When Naomi realized that Ruth was determined to go with her, she stopped urging her. So the two women went on until they came to Bethlehem. When they arrived in Bethlehem, the whole town was stirred because of them. And the woman explained, "Can this be Naomi?" "Don't call me Naomi," she told them. "Call me Mara, because the Almighty has made my life very bitter. I went away full, but the Lord has brought me back empty. Why call me Naomi? The Lord has afflicted me. The Almighty has brought misfortune upon me." So Naomi returned from Moab, accompanied by Ruth, the Moabitess, her daughter-in-law, arriving in Bethlehem as the barley harvest was beginning. Now Naomi had a relative on her husband's side from the clan of Elimelech, a man of standing whose name was Boaz. And Ruth, the Moabitess, said to Naomi, "Let me go in the fields and pick up the leftover grain behind anyone in whose eyes I find favor." Naomi said to her, "Go ahead, my daughter." So she went out and began to glean in the fields behind the harvesters. As it turned out, she found herself working in a field belonging to Boaz, who was from the clan of Elimelech. Just then Boaz arrived from Bethlehem and greeted the harvesters. "The Lord be with you." "The Lord bless you," they called back. Boaz asked the foreman of his harvesters, "Whose young woman is that?" The foreman replied, "She is the Moabitess who came back from Moab with Naomi. She said, 'Please let me glean and gather among the sheaves behind the harvesters.' She went into the field and has worked steadily from morning till now, except for a short rest in the shelter." So Boaz said to Ruth, "My daughter, listen to me. Don't go and glean in another field, and don't go away from here. Stay here with my servant girls. Watch the field where the men are harvesting, and follow along after the girls. I have told the man them not to touch you. And whenever you are thirsty, go and get a drink from the water jars the man them have filled." At this now she bowed down with her face to the ground. She exclaimed, "Why have I found such favor in your eyes that you notice me, a foreigner?" Boaz replied, "I've been told all about what you have done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband. How you left your father and mother and your homeland and came to live with a people you did not know before. May the Lord repay you for what you have done. May you be richly rewarded by the Lord, the Almighty of Israel, under whose wings you have come to take refuge. May I continue to find favor in your eyes, my Lord." She said, "You have given me comfort and have spoken kindly to your servant, though I do not have the standing of one of your servant girls." At mealtime, Boaz, he said to her, "Come over here, have some bread, and dip it in the wine vinegar." When she sat down with the harvesters, he offered her some roasted grain. She ate all she wanted and had some left over. As she galloped to glean, Boaz gave orders to his men, "Even if she gathers among the sheaves, do not embarrass her. Rather, pull out some stalks for her from the bundles and leave them for her to pick up, and don't rebuke her." So Ruth gleaned in the field until evening. Then she threshed the barley she had gathered, and it amounted to about an ephah, which is 3/5 of a bushel. She carried it back to town, and her mother-in-law saw how much she had gathered. Ruth also brought out and gave her what she had left over after she had eaten enough. Her mother-in-law asked her, "Where did you glean today? Where did you work? Blessed be the man who took notice of you." Then Ruth told her mother-in-law about the one whose place that she had been working. "The name of the man I worked with today is Boaz," she said. "The Lord bless him," Naomi said to her daughter-in-law. "He has not stopped showing his kindness to the living and the dead." She added, "That man is our close relative. He is one of our kinsman redeemers." Then Ruth the Moabitess said, "He even said to me, 'Stay with my workers until they finish harvesting my grain.'" Naomi said to Ruth, her daughter-in-law, "It will be good for you, my daughter, to go with his girls, because in someone else's field you might be harmed." So Ruth stayed close to the servant girls of Boaz to glean until the barley and wheat harvests were finished, and she lived with her mother-in-law. One day Naomi, her mother-in-law, said to her, "My daughter, should I not try to find a home for you where you will be well provided for? Is not Boaz, with whose servant girls you have been a kinsman of ours? Tonight he will be winnowing barley on the threshing floor. Wash and perfume yourself and put on your best clothes. Then go down to the threshing floor, but don't let him know you are there until he has finished eating and drinking. When he lies down, note the place where he is lying. Then go and uncover his feet and lie down. He will tell you what to do." "I will do whatever you say," Ruth answered. So she went down to the threshing floor and did everything her mother-in-law told her to do. When Boaz had finished eating and drinking and was in good spirits, he went over to lie down. At the far end of the grain pile, Ruth approached quietly, uncovered his feet, and lay down. In the middle of the night, something startled the man, and he turned and discovered a woman lying at his feet. "Who are you?" he asked. "I am your servant Ruth," she said. "Spread the corner of your garment over me, since you are a kinsman redeemer." "The Lord bless you, my daughter," he replied. "This kindness is greater than that which you showed earlier. You have not run after the younger men, whether rich or poor. And now, my daughter, don't be afraid. I will do for all you ask. All my fellow townsmen know that you are a woman of noble character. Although it is true that I am near of kin, there is a kinsman redeemer nearer than I. Stay here for the night, and in the morning, if he wants to redeem, good, let him redeem. But if he is not willing, as surely as the Lord lives, I will do it. Lie here until morning." So she lay at his feet until morning, but got up before anyone could be recognized. And he said, "Don't let it be known that a woman came to the threshing floor." He also said, "Bring me that shawl you are wearing and hold it out When she did so, he poured it into it, 6 measures of barley, and put it on her. Then he went back to town. When Ruth came to her mother-in-law, Naomi asked, "How did it go, my daughter?" Then she told her everything Boaz had done for her, and added, "He gave me these 6 measures of barley, saying, 'Don't go back to your mother-in-law empty-handed.'" Then Naomi said, "Wait, my daughter, until you find out what happens. For the man will not rest until the matter is settled today." Meanwhile, Boaz went up to the town gate and sat there. When the kinsman redeemer he had mentioned came along, Boaz said, "Come over here, my friend, and sit down." So he went over and sat down. Boaz took 10 of the elders of the town and said, "Sit here." And they did so. Then he said to the kinsman redeemer, "Naomi, who has come back from Moab, is selling the piece of land that belonged to our brother Elimelech. I thought I should bring the matter to your attention and suggest that you buy it in the presence of these seated here, and then you will redeem it, do so. But if you will not, tell me, so I will know. For no one has the right to do it except you, and I am next in line. I will redeem it," he said. Then Boaz said, "On that day you buy the land from Naomi and from Ruth, the Moabitess. You acquire the dead man's widow in order to maintain the name of the dead with his property." At this the kinsman redeemer said, "Then I cannot redeem it, because I might endanger my own estate. You redeem it yourself. I cannot do it." Now, in earlier times in Israel, for the redemption and transfer of property to become final, one party took off his sandal and gave it to the other. This was the method of legalizing transactions in Israel. Isn't that something? You take off your sandal and you give it to the other, and that means you've completed the transaction. Well, I never. So the kinsman redeemer said to Boaz, "You go buy it yourself." And he removed his sandal. Then Boaz announced to the elders and all the people, "Today you are witnesses that I have bought from Naomi all the property of Elimelech, Kilion, and Mahlon. I have also acquired Ruth, the Moabitess, Mahlon's widow, as my wife in order to maintain the name of the dead with his property, so that his name will not disappear from among his family or from his town records. Today you are witnesses." Then the elders and all those at the gate said, "We are witnesses. May the Lord make the woman who is coming into your home like Rachel and Leah, who together built up the house of Israel. May you have standing in Ephratah and be famous in Bethlehem. Through the offspring the Lord gives you by this young woman, may your family be like that of Perez, whom Tamar bore to Judah." So Boaz, he took Ruth, and she became his wife. And then he went to her, and the Lord enabled her to conceive, and she gave birth to a son. The woman said to Naomi, "Praise be to the Lord, who this day has not left you without a kinsman redeemer. May he become famous throughout Israel. He will renew your life and sustain you in your old age." For your daughter-in-law who loves you and who is better to you than 7 sons has given him birth. Then Naomi took the child, laid him in her lap, and cared for him. The women living there said, Naomi has a son. And they named him Obed. He was the father of Jesse. Selassie I, Rastafari, the father of David. This then is the family line of Perez. Perez was the father of Ezron. Ezron, the father of Ram. Remember Ram? Ram, the father of Aminadab. Aminadab, the father of Nahshon. Nahshon, the father of Salmon. Salmon, the father of Boaz. Boaz, the father of Obed. Obed, the father of Jesse. And Jesse, the father of King David. So, this is the genealogy of David, King David, and it began with Perez. And then Naomi's son, Obed. He was the father of Jesse. And then Jesse became the father of King David. That's how it goes. So when you read Ruth, hello Colleen Flavia, color girl. So when you read Ruth, this is what you get from Ruth, right? As much as we say we read our Bible and read and blah blah blah, but it's only it's only 5 chapters. No, it's only 4 chapters. 4 chapters. Ruth, and that's the significance of Ruth. You're back, Sean? Okay, darling. That's the significance of Ruth. It gets to show you how, how the women them, back in the day, they used their charm and they used their everything in order to get with who they need to get to. And with the help of Naomi, who had more insight as an older woman, she was able to guide her into meeting Boaz, right? I saw the thing set, right? And with, that relationship, you actually see how the laws come into play when it comes to property and the wife and the family, and you take on everybody. Well, the first one, him say, he's not taking on this whole responsibility of that, which means, Boaz, you can't have her, she's yours. Okay, and that's what he wanted because, she was laying at his foot side, she uncovered his feet. Now, what do you think that means when they say that she uncovered his foot? Oh, yes, she uncovered his feet. Oh, yes, she did. Now, you can take that to be anything. Now, she left earlier because, she didn't want anyone to see her leaving. Angela, darling, right? So, this is a very beautiful story because it gets, he was in love with her because of her boldness. And he just liked her. And then when he heard about her family situation, he was willing to take it on as a man, as a man. Him say, him I got to take on the responsibility, right? Doing things the right way, right? And he was able to get the elders involved. He was able to get the elders involved. I'm sorry. And he had his witnesses and everything. And the man who was supposed to take her on, once he heard he had to take on everything, the muma, the property, the land, everything, he said no, he can't do it. And he gave his sandal over to Boaz to say, well, you can do it. And because of, this unity between Ruth and Boaz, we get the genealogy all the way to our wonderful who? King David, the Psalms maker, the read, yeah, King David. Good? Okay. So don't ever say you ain't never learned nothing on I'm a Rasta for Life, because you will. And you can go read Ruth. It's only 4 chapters. I don't think it will kill Una for read. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that word. I don't think it will hurt Una to read Ruth. It's only 4 chapters. 4 little chapter. And I read it. 4. Good? So there's a genealogy, how you get to know stuff, how you get to learn about stuff. And the Bible is wonderful when it comes to this kind of information. You just have to read it. And that's what we do here on I'm a Rasta for Life, Sunday school. As much as we have people like Sean, who likes to distract, Mr. Sean, can we skip to the good part, please? You see what I'm saying with Sean? I think he needs a hug. Everybody give Sean a hug. No, sir. So this is what we do on I'm a Rasta for Life Sunday School. What's today? Sunday. Okay, so tomorrow, guys, we're gonna do what we have to do, cause I got some drama, so I gotta tell you tomorrow. I can't do it today because it's about today, but I'll tell you tomorrow. So anywho, Jeanette Newbold. And again, this is not about a crowd. This is about content, right? This is about content. Thank you for watching me, my wonderful people on Facebook. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just including you in here. But as you can see how it goes on YouTube, they done lost their minds on YouTube. Yeah, so that's why I keep looking over here, because you should see, all the comments, It's not like Facebook where it's quiet over here on I'm a Rasta for Life. On YouTube, this is what I go through. Look over here, it's all quiet and nice on Facebook. Quiet. I'm letting the Facebook people know how the YouTubers' behavior is over here. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Jeanette Newbold, bless up yourself. Angela Lewis, darling. Mr. Sean, it looks like you've gone and stuff. Oh, you thought I was going to block you, right? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Why should I? You want to be annoying? Be annoying. You want you went to get some advice on how to, They gave you more advice. That's why you came back. Oh, okay. Colleen, hi darling. Color girl, bless up yourself. So antagonist, what's up, darling? Ronald. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. Flavia. Yeah, whatever, Sean. Yeah. I'm going on main. Somebody shut this. You know what? God have his mercy. What is wrong with dress? Sean, I think you need a hug. You either need a kiss, you need something. Something's wrong with you. I'm reading your comments. Your comments are not even within context. Hi, Jay. Red, red now, red hop, red now. Thank you, darling. Pauline, how you doing, sweetheart? Thank you, baby. I've been entertained by Sean. Hi, my UK people. Me nah look pan them. Jeanette, darling. Oh, we do not care. Shut up, Sean. Shut up. Pain in the neck. Hey, Simpson, it's okay, baby. I handled him. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, though, Simpson, darling. Thank you. As him, come on, him start with me. Okay, what's this one? Okay, something naturals. Okay, how you doing? You gonna send me your YouTube? What's it called, Sean? What's it called, Sean? Just Sean YouTube channel? Whatever. Thank you, Simpson, darling. I just put it up in a ponytail, you know. That's all I do. I do nothing else. He said, just keep acting. Sean, you know, so you have issues. Sean said to just keep acting how you are, but be a little bit like meaner. Oh, you like when I get mean? And that I'm mad, don't know. No, we're not doing this mean stuff. Why should I be mean? Why? And I'm reading about Ruth. That doesn't make sense. No, we're not going to be mean. We don't love meanness too much. Simpson 3D, grow up. Thank you, Simpson. I like that. He said 3D, grow up here, will you? I love you guys. Okay. Okay, just Sean. What? So you want to post a video? So post a video on your channel. You know what? You got a channel, post your video on your channel. Right. Just Sean, your hair is white because you're old. We're sorry for you. You say, no, sir. I'm really sorry for you. You don't know no old people? Eh, Sean? You don't know no old people? Okay. Thanks again, Simpson. I'm just entertaining Sean. Listen, you're saying that I have a streaming a video right now. Do I? What are you? Listen, I'm reading about Ruth in the Bible. Why would you possibly want to stream this video? I mean, I read about Ruth. Oh, no, no, nothing for do. No, sir. The man say, this is Rasta Sunday School, dude. Don't get it twisted, please. My goodness. Okay, 300 natural say you're old. Okay. But I have nice hair. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Josh Sean says he's a YouTuber and he's not going to tell me again. He says you are a big camping. Okay, like I said, I'm a YouTuber. If you're a YouTuber, why aren't you on your channel? God, you get on my nerves. My God. No Simpson, baby. He good. He just ain't got no sense. You know, one of them one brain cell people. Thank you, Cat Leho Ronald. Ash, whatever, 518. Okay, darling, whatever you say. Check Rice, she's always yelling. Shut up, Joshon. Man, shut up, Joshon. Shut up. Thank you, Ronald. Joshon, shut up. Shut up, Sean. You're weird too, Sean. Vukwa Seli Millie. Hi, darling. A Muslim prayer. Hunasa. Shut up, Sean. Pathman. You like my lips? You're disgusting. They are so disgusting. Ew. Do I have a God? Magnus. Oh, yeah, you. Magnus, too much cleavage. Keep it godly. Hare Krishna. Magnus, I know about righteousness. Okay. All right. Magnus, cool. Okay. Magnus, I'm sorry. I like you. Okay, but too much skin. Okay. Silu Perida. Thank you guys for joining me on the Rasta Sunday School. And we're having a heat wave in, America. That's why I have on this outfit where you see up top, Magnus says that I'm showing too much skin. So if he feels this way, what can I do? I'm not going to dress up as an Eskimo in America and they're having a heat wave. So he feels like, I'm not properly dressed, but I'm in my house and I just have on this little dress so I can keep cool as I cook dinner and so forth. And that's basically it. So y'all have a wonderful Sunday. I hope you enjoyed this story about Ruth and Naomi. And continue to find fault. Facebook, thank you for watching. You know your girl on I'm a Rasta For Life. You know how we do. Christine Paris, again, thank you, darling. You've been here with me forever. You silent watchers who's watching, keep cool in America, where we are, because there's a heat wave going on. Thank you for watching I'm a Rasta For Life on Facebook. I love you guys very much. And as for you YouTubers, let me post something good up things to Facebook. Okay, that's done. We did that. I'm out later.